Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Usapang versatility and being prolific naman tayo, whose portraiture echoes his love for the human figure and its emotion and deep concerns for Mother Nature. Alam niyo ba kung sino ang tinutukoy ko? Isa pa. He is into landscape paintings that usually carries a message that humans as a steward of Mother Earth. Alam niyo na, no? Then, let's go and find out. Samahan niyo akong padyakin ang kanilang lugar. Malapit lang naman. Puntahan natin ang AAC or Alitaptap Artist Community kung saan nandun ang ating bida. It is a creative compound and a cluster of various art spaces located in Amadeo, Cavite, south of Manila. AAC was officially launched on October 2018. Alamin natin kung ano ang pinagkakabalaan ng ating bida. Dagdag pa nito, ang Alitaptap Artist Community, it houses various Filipino well-known artists specializing in different field of art and showcases various talent and artworks in one place. Artists of different kinds can be found there, making a living and making the world a better place with their talent. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Nice lang. So bro, kumusta ang buhay-buhay natin?
Yun, awaran Diyos, so far so good. Medyo busy lang ngayon dahil naghahanda para sa nalapit na upcoming show, solo show.
Kailan ka pa dito?
Nag-umpisa ako mag-put up ng studio rito, last year. So, isang taon mahigit.
Maganda itong lugar na napuntahan mo eh.
Oo, totoo. Dahil
napaka-presko para sa mga artist na
Oo, totoo yun.
Na gusto mag-solo, kailangan.
Kaya pa utak mo rito dahil nasa sok ka sa nature. Sariwa yung paligid, sariwa yung simoy ng hangin. Saka tahimik yung paligid.
Mapunta tayo sa nung kabataan mo sa Pulumulok, Cotabato, alam mo na bang darating ka sa puntong ito ay magiging pintor balang araw?
Oo, simulat sa pulpa nung ako'y mag-umpisa mag-drawing. Alam ko sa sarili ko na ito na talaga yung tatahakin kong karera sa buhay. So, iniisip ko noon, any job na hindi related sa art, hindi ko papasukin.
As someone who grew up in the province, sabi mo sa isang interview, and I quote, "I am very close to nature and my nature is my playground." Sa anong paraan mo nabibigyan halaga ang kalikasan?
Well, yun nga, sa probinsya talagang yung playground na is to be the nature. Tapos, nung lumusok ka na Manila, napatira sa iba-ibang lugar, na-witness ko rin kung dahil sa development, paano naapektuhan yung kalikasan. Kaya ang ginawa ko, isa yun sa naging advocacy ko sa aking art na ipakita ang ganda ng kalikasan para ma-encourage yung mga viewers na dapat natin pangalagaan at i-conserve yung nature. Kung hayaan natin masira ang nature, tayo rin unang maapektuhan ng pagkasira.
Kung ka na ba nag-aaral mula grade school hanggang high school?
Oo, sa Pulumulok Elementary, Pulumulok Central Elementary School, tapos high school, CYA Professional High School. So, after high school, lumipat na ako punta rin sa
Sa puntong ito, nagkaroon ng technical problem ang ating audio. Pero nabanggit niya at the age of 5, he began to notice that he has this fascination in drawing. In 1998, after he graduated at Silway National High School in Pulumulok, he packed his clothes to go to Manila, where he knew he will find a job to support himself while pursuing a degree in fine arts at the University of the Philippines, or UP. He needed to save money for school since his parents cannot support him financially, what with his father working as heavy equipment operator and his mother as a housewife who needed to raise 8 children including him. When he reached Manila, he was able to work at an advertising shop where he designed billboards and was able to establish acquaintances with artists who frequented the shop. By the year 2000, he stumbled into a Japanese man in Makati City who owned an art studio and later earned a living through it. Naging bahagi ka sa 10 artists to commission to paint Fallen SAP 44 yung mural noong 2013. 2015, correction, okay. Anong pakiramdam na makagawa ka nito?
Well, isang malaking karangalan yan dahil dinami-dami ng mga artist na pwede maging bahagi. No? Isa ako sa napili through Professor Tangier Belia. Siya ang pumunta sa akin para ibitahin na ako na pwede akong sumali sa team nila para bumuo ng mural ng SAP 44 para bigyan ng tribute yung kaya niya yung ginawa ng SAP team na yun sa kanila. Ginawa namin yun sa Area 1 Center for the Arts sa Tabansura. Ano naman sa spearheaded by Rocky Benitez, yung may-ari ng Area 1. Kung namin binuo, may artist na collaborate para yung...
Di ba na-turn over to sa Philippine National Academy, di ba? Police Academy.
Alis ng buwan namin nabuo yun, tapos inunveil sa Philippine National Academy. Sa mga naging kasamahan ko mga artist sa 44, malaking karangan pala kasama ko kayo doon, kaibigan doon. Nakakalungkot na kasi dalawa sa kasama namin doon ay kumano na.
Ganun ba?
Kaya kita ulit tayo doon.
May naalala kong obra mo sa Ultramondo, yung Balik Tanaw. How did you come up with that idea? Naisip mo yung napakalaking piyesa na yun, charting Unfamiliar Territory. Anong naging significance doon sa'yo?
Yung Balik Tanaw show kasi yun ang debut solo show ko sa
Ultramondo.
Mainstream arts sa Ultramondo ginawa. Kaya ginawa ko bilang isang self-taught artist, natuto sa mga obra ng mga Filipino masters. Ginawa ko yung mga piyesang yun para bigyan ng tribute yung mga masters natin, ano. Tapos I borrowed the images sa mga masterpieces nila at in-enjoy ko yung kasunod ko yung kwento lalo ng time ng pandemic. Mga piyesa na yun.
Malaking piyesa yun eh. Naalala mo kung gaano kalaki yun?
Yung pinakamalaking centerpiece ko doon is 6 feet by 8 feet. Wow. Yung appropriation ko ng spoliarium. Oo. Tapos yung kwento ng pandemya, COVID pandemic, yun yung isinalisay ko doon sa obra. Tapos po doon, nandun din yung nabanggit kong charting Unfamiliar Territory na hango naman doon sa obra ni Hidalgo. Resortion Hidalgo na La Barca de Acaronte. Tapos hiniram ko yung mga imahe niya sa Naumangka na may imahe ng ikamatayan. Tapos sa tabi naman nilagay ko yung isang malaking barko at doon naman nakasakay yung mga taong nasa mataas na antas ng syudad, ng sosyedad lalo sa panahon ng pandemya. Habang nasa maliit na bangka yung mga naghihirap nating mamayan, gano'n.
Okay. Mabalik tayo doon sa mga naranasan niya sa Manila. Nabanggit niya He also met a lot of fine art students, and that was a time when he was discouraged to pursue the same degree, especially after meeting with students who sought help to him and even asked him to teach them do art, when in fact he had not earned any degree in fine arts. So, sabi niya, he spent his time instead learning to paint on his own and through artists he had known and made friends with. He recalled the times when he would often visit the Ayala Museum and got mesmerized by Marzolo paintings. He also shared having to glue his eyes on books about arts to read them. So, even though he did not earn any degree in college, he continued to explore and learn the field of visual arts until such time came he became a member of Kapatiran at ugnayan ng natatanging sining at talentong Pilipino o yung KUNS through a fellow artist he met in 2011 through Christy Fermin's gallery. Ilan lang ito sa mga nabanggit at sakto naman yung nasabi niya during his interview with Sunstar Davao published on September 2015. And he added sa huli niyang sinabi na pag may focus ka sa dream mo, walang imposible. Tell us something about the workshop last month dun sa Pista ng Sining.
Yung workshop ng Pista ng Sining nakakatuwa dahil it was attended by around 300 participants. Kaya masaya yung outcome.
Tapos, anong mga natutunan sa iyo ng mga estudyante ninyo?
Well, nag-share lang kami nila Otto Neri, Reynardo Helongstod, saka ako ng mga basic na process, saka techniques sa medium, saka sa paano mag-conceptualize ng art. So, I think malaking impact din sa kanila yun.
Maghapon yun?
Oo, maghapon yun kasi nung umaga nag-umpisa yung painting workshop, and then in the afternoon, after the workshop, yun na yung sabayang pahid. So lahat ng nag-participate sa mga kasamahang artist, sama-samang nagpinta at sabay-sabay na gumawa ng obra doon sa buong maghapon na event na yun.
Saan mo yun? Dito din sa...
Dito lang sa loob.
Kung ako ang tatanungin, it's unavoidable. When an artist works, they inevitably bring to their work the entirety of who they are. That includes all of their skill, their knowledge, their beliefs, their emotions, and their more transitory elements such as mood. Di ba, Nim?
Minsan mabilis, minsan inaabot din ng ilang araw. Pero depende rin sa sitwasyon, lalo kung malapit na ang deadline yan.
Mga bisita ka bang pupunta rito minsan?
Meron din, marami rin. May time na marami, merong magpaturo. Usually, bumibisita lang eh. Minsan, mga fellow artists, minsan ang mga art collectors. Yan.
Wala lang, naitanong ko lang din sa kanya kasi ika nga ni Salvador Dali, sabi niya, have no fear or huwag kang matakot sa perfection, you'll never reach it. At ang sabi naman ni Nim sa akin, the best way to strive near perfection being an artist is simple. Sabi niya, practice, practice, practice. Start by identifying some of your weak points in your technique. Yun lang naman. Mga ilang series gagawin mo dito?
Gagawa ako at least mga 12 to 15 series na to para sa upcoming solo show.
Bali, different sizes.
Different sizes, oh.
Yung pinakamalaki?
Ito na yung pinakamalaki ko, 3 feet by 4 feet. So, minimum size, 18 by 24 inches, yun na yun. So, from there, minimum to maximum doon na wag ng mga sizes ilalaro.
Medyo marami-rami din. Lapit na yun, di ba?
Lapit na, ngayong May 25 sa Gallery YSM Mega Mall. Siyempre, ano, una, pasalamat tayo sa Panginoon, ano, sa buhay namin din natin. Saka sa'yo, sa Thundercats, Joe, yan, i-follow po natin at i-subscribe yung YouTube, saka Instagram, saka Facebook, ano, account, saka si Kuya Larry for coming along. Talagang tiyagtyagaan yung bisikleta mula Pastillas hanggang dito sa Amadeo, ano, para sa ano to, para sa vlog nito. So thank you. Saka sa, of course, sa Gallery Y Gallery para sa opportunity na bigyan at nabigyan ng slot para sa solo exhibit na ito. So thank you, ma'am. Rolly, especially.